Hey people, Mike Martins here with the Mike Martins channel. Thanks for joining, liking, and subscribing and all that jazz. Anyways, guys, I kind of want to throw out a very important video. I've received several phone calls, emails, a couple of screenshots of a few things from Europe. I guess people are picking up, watching some of the older videos I put up 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago, discussing electricity, power rationing, and all that stuff, and, me reading my bills to you guys and telling you what's going on. And lo and behold, what's up on Zero Hedge? Well, let's take a look because this is kind of important because it ties into a lot of important things. All right, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the Odyssey channel. People are asking if I'm still doing Mike of the Night. Even to this day, we're still doing Mike of the Night. We do it every Saturday. That's 4:54 right there. Last Mike of the Night. WEF is losing. Banks are failing. And banks are falling, people are waking up. And guys, don't forget, if you are in Canada, to go to the September 9th, 10, 11 at the Wild West Ranch, 732 Clandeboye Road in Clandeboye, Manitoba. Check it out, okay? If you're in the area, you might want to go there on September 9th and 10th. All right, so this is it right here. Zero Hedge is reporting this. This is obviously linked to other articles and other stuff so people could get the full scope of the story. And that's why I like Zero Hedge, because they actually link to other articles, to other sources, to other different reliable on-the-ground sources that are actually showing you what's happened. This is basically what the mainstream media should be doing, but they don't want to. How in the name of God shocked Europeans post astronomical energy bills as terrifying winter approaches. Now, we discuss how they're going to flip the script. They're going to demonize Russia, sanction Russia, take their yachts away, basically tell them off at the beginning of spring of this year. We made the video in March. And how it was the Ukraine, and what was it? The Ukraine, Germany, Poland, all basically bashing Russia. Now they're going to flip the script and say, evil Russians are not giving us our energy. Meanwhile, a lot of people don't know this, but a lot of the energy is being taken out of the ground in Russia, sold to China, and China selling it back to Europe at a premium. And don't forget to check the last Mike of the Night, how basically Europe signed the deal with Mozambique, in Portuguese Africa, and yeah, I'm not going to get into that. Watch that Mike of the Night, the last Mike of the Night, and you guys could see what I'm talking about. I was pretty upset with that and how they paraphrase things and how they don't tell the full story, but they like to say, I'm not going to get into it. But anyways, so here it is. So there it is. Over the past week, shock Europeans, mostly in the UK and Ireland, have been posting viral photos of shockingly high energy bills amid the ongoing and worsening energy crisis. So other countries are going to want to cash in on this as it gets cooler. Other countries are going to want this to happen in their countries because that's just the way governments have been going lately, is trying to find, well, lately, for the last 20, 30 years, they've been trying to orchestrate our demise. Several of the posts were from small business owners who are getting absolutely crushed right now and won't be able to remain operational much longer. And that's the whole thing, to get rid of the private sector, right? Wipe out the middle class. One such owner is GD, who owns Poppyfields cafe. Wow, a cafe? In Ireland, who was charged nearly 10,000 euros. That's 10,021 for just 2 months of energy usage. There it is right there. And she has the bill here for you guys to see it. As the Irish Time reports, so there you see, I love Zero Hedge. You go here, go to the Irish Time from Ireland. I accept their cookies. And there it is right there. Cafe owner shocked after getting a 9,000 euro electricity bill. Things are only gonna get worse. Cost of energy needed to run small Midlands cafe has climbed to more than 250% in less than 12 months. So this is the main reason why Argentina was protesting in 2019, because their electricity bill went over 1,000%. Someone quoted me on that. Someone took that, looked into it to call my BS, and actually found, oh, that's why there was huge protests on the streets in Buenos Aires because of the electricity bills. I thought Mike was just saying that for good luck. Yeah, if the articles are still going to be up there in the next couple of years, if you're watching this in the future, I don't know what they're going to scrub. Digital book burning. We talked about digital book burning and how that's going to be a thing in the future. Anyways, so there it is. So let's keep going here. So we already read that. The cost of electricity of a Poppyfields Cafe for 73 days from early June until the end of August came in at 9,000 euros, an increase of 250% in just 12 months. There doesn't include the 812 euros in VAT, which brought her total bill to 9,836. So wondering if she'll be able to continue running the business she had owned for the last 16 years as Ireland heads into what is certain to be winter of rising energy prices and the cost of living spikes. It's kind of funny they mention Ireland. And let's take a look at what's happening in Ireland on our channel. So this is what's happening in Ireland. This is from investors pushing out locals in Ireland. 9,846 homeless. Ireland massive housing crisis. Sky-high rents. So basically, the Irish have been really going through a lot. Foreign investors forcing Irish middle class into homelessness 4 years ago. It keeps going on. Northern Ireland housing hot as Southern Irelanders flee to the north for affordability. So we've been covering Ireland really closely on this channel because economic takeover, London, Dublin, Edinburgh, UK, mass exodus, UK homeless crisis. So this is something that's 4 years ago that we've been talking about a lot, and it's kind of funny how Ireland is like the testing ground for all this. Ireland is the petri dish, so to say, to test to see how far they could push the people, right? Australia is one of them too. I kept asking you guys years ago, I never added Ireland in the mix. Who is the testing ground for all these places? Like, who are the governments going to test out, or who are the world leaders or BS going to push people to the limits? I never thought Ireland was going to be one of them. I never thought they were going to push the people of Ireland that far, and now they're coming for the energy now, right? So there it is right there. There's a tweet here. There's the price right there for her power. That's a lot of money, guys. That could actually buy you a nice piece of maybe 7, 8, 9 acres somewhere in rural America for that much money. It's crazy. So there it is. My mom owns a small cafe. There it is. There's the breakdown right there. I love how Zero Hedge loves to break this down and actually follow through with this. So there it is right there. So what have we been talking about here for the longest time? Well, here it is, guys. Well, we went over this Ireland stuff. Let's get over to here. We talked about tsunami of shutoff. 20 million U.S. homes are behind on energy. That's very important. I know it's from a few days ago, but kind of important. Drilling permits canceled. Massive energy wars ahead. Government takeover. Internet down. That's only a month ago. Who cares? Let's find something that's actually from the past. Energy emergency plan. Listen to this one. Businesses to be given an hour to prepare for blackouts and family homes. That's from 10 months ago. Government, look at this one from 2 years ago. I had to re-watch the video to make sure I was actually not making it up, but I wasn't fabricating the title. But this is true. Government spending $231 million to cancel clean energy 2 years ago. Alberta exodus. Let's manipulate the price of oil. Gas set to skyrocket 2 years ago. Energy struggle. Massive energy wars ahead and rationing ahead as greedy governments fight. Where's the one I wanted to really show you guys? It might be... Hold on a sec. I think it's this one here. Hold on. They will cut off all electricity, power grid shutdowns, rolling blackouts, more power outage. That's only 2 months ago. Where's the... here it is. Right here. Right here. This is what I wanted to show you guys. Electricity bills ready to skyrocket as inflation kicks in and cities go broke 2 years ago. Oh, yes. The power is set on autopilot to bankrupt you, to support that. And then that's what I said. Cities are going to go broke, and they're going to have to fund it through raising costs of utilities because the city is public works, right? Public works is electricity. Electricity getting too expensive. BC hydro rates frozen. Power set to skyrocket in the near future 4 years ago. And I've also read my gas bill on here for you guys. Now take a look at that one. There's the price of gas right there. That's the price of what I'm paying for my natural gas, right? Right there. Look at all the fees. Hundreds of dollars. Look, $469 for my gas bill. My gas is considered expensive. Like, we're talking about almost $800 in some of them. $429 up $118 from last month. Canadians won't be able to afford to heat their homes 2 years ago. So this is something I've been crazy gas bill, $300 1 month to heat my house in BC, Canada. Fortis BC Gas, it's a monopoly, and I kind of wanted to throw this out there, something that we've been talking about on the channel for a long time. Energy is going to be the tool that's required to fund these failing cities, to impoverish the middle class. They did it with our housing. They sold our housing out to wealthy foreign investors that came in predominantly from China, where people were starting to see the signs in China that their government basically announced himself, or the president or the whatever announced himself as emperor of China. People started seeing that and wanted to get their capital offshore or get their capital somewhere else, right? Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and the UK did a good job at promoting their countries and getting in the money, regardless if it's clean or not, or laundered or whatever. Get your money over here. We got a model for you. Don't worry about it. Impoverishing middle-class Canadians and people that actually built this damn infrastructure are no longer part of it anymore. And that's what I've been, warning people about. And they're going to come for us through different means. And they're coming through energy. They're going to come hard through energy. And that's why I have a little, I have a solar system, and that's why I've been working and promoting these kind of things. Solar systems on a grand scale, they don't work. Solar systems on a little shed or your house, power a few appliances, emergency, or, it works on an independent level source. But then nothing is CSA approved in Canada, so anything you do put on, your insurance won't cover. We're at war in Canada with protectionism, so we'll talk about that going forward a little bit more. I wanted to throw this out there. I wanted to say thank you to everyone that's been liking, subscribing, and sending me emails. And not only that, sending me screenshots. And I got a screenshot of someone that sent me. It's got their address on it, so I don't want to show it to you guys. From Edinburgh, Scotland, who basically sent me a it was his electricity. It wasn't his gas. Electricity bill, and it was 790 euros. Right, so that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And he says it's a 2-bedroom little flat. It's like nothing big. I can't believe it. So that's where it's going, guys. That's where they're coming for the energy. They're coming for that. So that's why I said in the last video, we're as a pay-as-you-go society now, as we're looking at things. You can't really plan anything too far into the future. We don't know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Their narrative is falling apart. We're winning because the more and more people that wake up to what's going on, obviously, are not going to follow along anymore. And that's becoming a problem. So how do they punish us? Anyways, I'm talking way too much here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I look forward to hearing and reading your comments on what's going on. Energy, they're coming for us. They have to fund these broke cities. And we talked about how Ireland had a toll to go into the city, and then they increased the parking there because the cities were going bankrupt. I think Dublin's income, the income of the city of Dublin, 70-80% is off of fining people, expensive electricity, speeding tickets, all kinds of stuff. And I think the revenue in some of these cities are going to be built off fining people and taxing them to death. What do I know? Just kind of laying it out there for you guys to comment below. Mike Martins here. I have spoken.